Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me for another tarot reading. For today's tarot reading, I'll be channeling messages for the mothers out there. You can be a mother right now, or a mother to be, or you know a mother or two, and they will be interested to hear what the universe has to say for them. So share this video. You'll be picking from 4 different groups today, and each represented by the Empress. Group 1, this is your Empress. Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. So go ahead and pick the group or groups you are most drawn to. Select from the timestamps below and I'll see you at each reading. Welcome Group 1. Welcome Group 1. Welcome mothers, mothers to be. What messages do you have for Group 1 about their motherhood? Universe, please give me a message for the mothers of Group 1. What messages do you have for them pertaining to their motherhood? Pertaining to them and their motherhood. First card is the Knight of Wands reverse. Okay, what messages are there for Group 1? What do they need to know about their motherhood or themselves? Three of Pentacles. Okay. The World reverse. How interesting. Nine of Cups reverse. Okay, and one more card, please. And the Five of Wands reverse. Okay, for Group 1, it seems like we're dealing with you withdrawing some sort of action or withdrawing some sort of initiative you were going to take in recent past. It had to deal with building a foundation. You may have collaborated with a few people on this project for you. Presently, you seem to have reached a completion, an ending, or you've reached a full circle with this recent past. Possibly left you somewhat dissatisfied with this journey of recent past, and at the moment it seems like you're heading towards withdrawing once again in initiative. Possibly you're tired is all, but let's clarify. What is this Knight of Wands reverse possibly about? Ten of Swords reverse. So you definitely withdrawn due to the fact you withdrew action, or you actually, the action you took may have not been very effective. You know, you came in charging in with confidence, but maybe hesitated due to the fact that you saw this not going well. You saw this not going your way. This could have been painful, basically. And so therefore you withdrew Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Ah, look at that. The Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Earth. She usually is about being a stable foundation, a provider. And when she's reversed, it's possibly that she's not the best at being in that power. She is overworked, she is tired. Her resources are spread thin. She is not able to provide enough time, effort, or resources, or the right work into this project, into this thing that she was trying to build, it seems. So, a recent past, you had something, some sort of work or project, or you may have collaborated with others or with a group of people to try to build something new. You had plans, but your resources, your time, your effort, all of that wasn't at its best. So you were not stable. You were not able to be there to put in the right work. And besides that, you didn't see that this was going to end well. So this got you to hesitate and withdraw yourself. At the moment, it seems like this has reached a full circle. Let's clarify the world, please. Okay, Justice reverse. So there is a sense of injustice and imbalance. There is something wasn't right, and it's not right for you. And right now it ended. It ended with no satisfaction in a way. Let's see. Let's clarify further. Where is this going? Definitely something wasn't right for you in this recent event. Let's see. What messages are there for group 1 about their motherhood and for them in particular? 9 of Cups reverse. What are you? Possibly it's about 8 of Pentacles. So this and dissatisfaction that you have going into the future now definitely had to do with the work, the effort that you had to put in. Possibly the work for this project. This project also involved, of course, the work that involved yourself. Part of your work is about working on how you can improve the skills you contributed, and self-growth as part of this project. And it felt like whatever you put in, whatever time, effort you put in, you were not satisfied with, how much you actually benefited from it. Let's see this 5 of Wands. What is this 5 of Wands? Okay, Judgment reverse. So you are seemingly reaching a completion, because Judgment is just a card right before the World. And again, we're dealing with Judge. This is, in a way, Justice is a judge, while this is about the universe culminating to a point in which your journey has reached its near completion, its end. And this is about learning from it, learning from your journey, learning the lessons, knowing your calling, just a lot of realizations at the end of a journey. And it seems like you did not get this realization, or this wasn't clear to you. There wasn't anything significant that you found from this journey, and that's why you are feeling possibly conflicted inside. These conflictions, these things that are bothering you, you're possibly avoiding too. Let me see. Bottom deck. Five of Swords. How appropriate. So your Five of Swords is your bottom deck energy, meaning this is something that reflects the overall narrative that's furthest away from. That's something that's kind of behind you and underneath this all this narrative is you participated in something that it didn't go your way. You felt like this was a conflict in which, yes, you in a way are moving on for yourself. Yeah, I'm seeing that whatever it is for group 1, what messages are there for you particularly, we are dealing with, yes, a recent ending, a completion of sorts that has to do with the fact that you are not satisfied with the work and efforts or the growth that you have taken or you have learned from this so far. Because yes, this has this whatever time and effort you put into, you were not able to support it very well. And because you were not able to monitor this and support it in some way and put the proper work, time, and effort into it, you feel as though this project was not to your satisfaction. It left you feeling not right. You just don't feel like you had any justice in this situation. There was, in a way, you just don't feel like this was the best for your time and effort. You're not reaping anything emotionally or financially. You don't feel like you gotten any rewards from this recent endeavor you're in, the situation. Because you definitely saw it part of you saw it not ending well. You saw this not going your way or not going well, or it was going to hurt you in some way. And this was gonna end ugly, maybe. And yes, even though you took part in building this up, you just weren't at your best when it got to taking part in it. And so far, it does seem like everything's reaching to an ending with this situation. It's done, it's coming to an end. You're just not very happy with how it left you. You felt like maybe it's a waste of time. It was a waste of time. You didn't feel like you grew much from this or gained much from this. Emotionally, you're not satisfied with this work and effort and the skill. Like you didn't feel like you got any skills developed or grew from this. And therefore you are leaving looking at this journey with uncertainty when it gets to what you learned from it, how you grew from it. There's inner conflict within you that I can see that you may be avoiding, or you just don't really want to look at anymore because you decided that you're at a point where you're just going to get up and leave and take what you can from it and just move on. And that's okay, group 1. I just want to make this clear for you. Any advice? Let's see, I'm going to ask for some advice. Last advice, 3 cards, please, for group 1. Advice on the situation they're in. What are some advice for group 1? What are advice for them particularly, or their motherhood? Yeah. Hey, it's hard, but you're moving on with yourself the best you can, it looks like. So advice for group 1. The Fool reversed. Being mature now. Okay. Yep. 4 of Swords. Burnt out. You need to rest. And Queen of Cups. So that's a summary of, that's definitely a summary. This is definitely a summary of seemingly this narrative right here. You're not feeling like taking another chance. You're not feeling like being optimistic and taking another chance with anything new, because you recently have experienced a completion and a culmination and ending of sorts. It was dissatisfying, and you might be feeling burnt out about it. You just feel like you've overworked this situation, and you pretty much just want to sit back and rest. And there's just a lot of unhappiness here about this situation. And the advice seems to be is for you to pull back, because you've done all you can. Group 1. Yep, that's what I see. You've done all you can, and you're burnt out, and you're pretty much, you're unhappy about this, but you're just going to move on with yourself with what's left, and it's for your own good. And that's all I see for you, Group 1. Stay safe there, take care, and goodbye. Welcome, Group 2. Hello, Group 2. What messages for Group 2? What particular messages are there for the mothers in Group 2, their motherhood, or anything they just need to know about what's going on? What messages are there for the mother or the mothers-to-be of Group 2? What messages are there, universe, for the mothers and the mothers-to-be of Group 2? Or the mothers in waiting. You have plans to be a mother. Oh, look at that. 2 of Swords. I haven't had that card in a while. They're talking about a crossroads. Look at that, another sword. 6 of Swords, reversed. A lot of mental games for Group 2, huh? 5 of Cups. Another Ace of Swords. I am seeing a strong emphasis on some mental games here for Group 2. And one more card, please. What messages are there for the mothers out there in Group 2? And the 8 of Wands reversed. So, it seems like you are at an indecisive, you've recently been in an indecisive type of mode mentally. You seem to desire to move on and move away from something, your past possibly. Just move forward towards some better ideas. But maybe you are just not sure what direction that is going. This may be your recent past, Group 2, by the way. Okay, let's clarify 2 of Swords. The Tower reverse. Okay. So, Group 2, you recently have experienced some sort of major event. Something shook up your environment. It might have left you, left you a bit confused. You are still trying to decide what direction you are going to take after this event. 6 of Swords is clarified by the 7 of Wands. So you're pretty sure. You're very motivated. You feel this urge, this desire within you to quickly get away from this recent past in which something major has shaken up your life, your foundations of things you were comfortable with. You're just trying really hard to, find a direction to move towards something else. Because this recent past had definitely left you feeling kind of just immobile in your mind. You are paralyzed in what to do. And you just desire to quickly want to find a way out of this paralysis of yours. What is this 5 of Cups? The Moon. Again, look at that. We are dealing with fear. Presently, here is a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of doubts. There are things below the surface that's leaving you feeling in your emotions, waist deep in emotions, and a sense of sadness. And in your head, you are very much in despair or disappointment from this recent past. There's so much fear and so much uncertainty and much more going on that's bothering you. And this is, of course, a presently. Just clarify this Ace of Swords for me, please, for group 2. 4 of Swords. So, you are surrendering. You definitely are looking for an answer. You're trying to find the potential answer to your issue. You're waiting, in a way, to hear. You're waiting to hear from possibly the universe for an answer, because, yeah, you're surrendering yourself to whatever the universe or whatever may come by to give you this sure and this certainty and clarity, assurance that there is a direction for you. This is clarify this 8 of Wands. All right, Judgment reverse. Very similar to another group I just did. There is a sense that, yes, again, you are not certain about what you were supposed to learn from this major event. The Tower, you started with this whole narrative began with the Tower and ends with Judgment. Judgment is about, yes, hearing the call, learning your lessons, learning everything, or hearing the important answers from basically this whole journey that you've taken, this situation. And at the moment, this is taking a while for you to realize. This is a struggle for you to know. You're not hearing it, and there's like a lack of communication for you to hear this. All right. Group 2. It sounds like you are in a state of confusion. And I just clarify with the bottom deck energy here. This is 5 of Pentacles reverse. So maybe you recently felt abandoned. You recently felt like you were left behind in some way. You feel, recently felt a lack of direction, that you needed help. So maybe you're getting out of this feeling. Maybe you are actually putting efforts into soothing this feeling of lack in yourself due to this current event that has happened in your recent past. Yes, I'm going to ask some advice for you, group 2, for this mothers, possibly the mothers in here, who are feeling confused, feeling a lack of direction, and due to this recent Tower moment, as we call it, this moment in which something fell apart, and you're trying to pick up the pieces from the rubble of this destruction, this chaotic and frustrating and sudden event that may have shook your life. You desired, of course, again, to move forward, but right now there are a lot of emotions you are deeply in, and you are just waiting for an answer. You're waiting for a direction. You're waiting for some clarity, something, and you feel like you definitely missed out on, or you haven't heard, or you know what you were supposed to learn from this. So what advice is there for group 2? What advice is there for group 2? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups reversed too. So definitely unhappiness, deep in your emotions. Let's see. You're deep in your emotions, and maybe you're actually feeling like you're just not going, you're trying to cut off your emotions too. Knight of Swords. That's quick motion there, quick mentality here. A journey to search for knowledge, quickly trying to dive in for the answer. It's just that you haven't found it yet. One more card, please. Advice for group 2. Temperance reverse. So you're possibly trying to rush this you're trying to rush yourself in your healing. Temperance reverse always means that there's a lack of discipline, basically. You are not balanced right now. You are not grounded, and you need to slow down in order to heal yourself. Heal yourself from this event, because there are a lot of emotions here that you just quickly want to get away from. There are things here that you just don't want to face, it seems, because, well, it's hard and you're probably busy and there are other things for you to worry about. But for you to be able to find the answer and get past this, find a direction, find clarity to clear your head and be in touch with the universe much more soundly and clearly, you may need to slow it down, because temperance requires much slower and disciplined energy. You shouldn't be rushing this process. Even, I know you probably got a busy schedule, so you can't help but not shift your focus away from yourself. But in order for you to work through these emotions that are deeply troubling you from this recent event in your life, and find answers, find directions, find clarity, you are asked to heal. You're asked to slow it down in order for you to heal yourself and give yourself that time that you need to process. And that's all I have for you, group 2. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Welcome group 3. Welcome group 3. So, group 3, for those mothers of group 3, what messages are there from the universe for the mothers of group 3? Those mothers to be or mothers right now? Those mothers in waiting. You plan to be a mom someday. What messages are there for you? What you must hear right now? Group 3. What messages are there for you? Four of Pentacles, Four of Coins reversed. 7 of Wands reversed. Justice. All right. King of Coins, or King of Pentacles reverse. And the Star reversed. Okay, group 3. 4 of Coins reverse. We're dealing with maybe a sense of feeling more generous with your time, effort, and work, where you're putting your money, your finances, your earthly resources right now. You recently felt very open about it, maybe more loose about it. And it looks like you have been struggling, possibly because of that too. But presently, there's a sense of balance that's going on though. Let's clarify what this 4 of Coins has to do with first. Okay, Ace of Wands. So maybe you have been feeling withdrawn and about the energy you've been putting out, the confidence. There's been withdrawn of confidence or spark. Let's see, 7 of Wands. Clarify, please. Page of Chalices. Lack of optimism. So you might have been feeling, not at your best when it gets to your confidence, your motivation. And there's also a lack of optimism or creativity here. Your energy's been down, and therefore you've been having trouble just kind of standing on your own or keeping up efforts and fight throughout your life right now. And you just feel like putting your money, your work, and your time into something else. You're maybe just feeling like you want to spend up some of that and be more generous towards yourself. Maybe a little splurging here and there, because right now, there is just a lot of withdrawal. You're just withdrawn in a way, and you're not feeling very inspired. So you're like, let me treat myself to something. Clarify justice, please. Yes, there is definitely there's a sense of unhappiness here, dissatisfaction. There's part of you that's emotionally just not at its best. You're emotionally, and therefore you are trying to, at the moment, balance yourself back out. There's emotional dissatisfaction, and this is the King of Cups. We have another king coming up, King of Coins. Let's see. And reverse 3 of Swords. So you are healing. You're definitely healing yourself, or from the fact that, you are not able to be the stable provider that maybe you wish to be. The one that's going to be there for everybody, for when it gets to their time, their efforts, their resources, their money to keep up the kingdom. Right now, you're not feeling at your best. So you're healing. You're trying to heal. You're working on healing in order to become, again, get back on your feet. This healing, though, this is about mental healing, by the way. This is pain and heartache that's going on in the inside that you are taking time to heal and work out. So in order to become, again, stable. The star reverse, what is you about? Yes, look at that, the world. So this is reaching a culmination here. There's a sense that this is reaching a sort of end. It's reaching a full circle for you. That there is, in a way, a lot of things that need to align again for you to feel right. There is healing. There's you need to care for yourself in a way. There's this overall narrative is telling me that somebody is just not feeling at their best right now. They're not very optimistic. There is a withdrawal of creativity or even confidence. Maybe because there's a lot of unhappy and emotions that have been withdrawn, that have been suppressed. And what you need is to heal and to work this inner hurt out in order for you to be back on your feet. And this has, of course, reached a full circle because you need to give back to yourself. You need to focus on yourself. Group 3, it seems. Let's see. Oh, look at that. 8 of Wands. I might be right because you have, at least, if anything, you have initiative. It seems to, you have initiative here too, which is the 8 of Wands. The fire and everything is quickly heading that way, or you're going to communicate this to the people around you. I'm going to further clarify with some advice for group 3. Yeah, group 3, I'm feeling a lot of just suppressed feelings here. Like you got a lot of things bubbling beneath you that no one really knows about, because you seem to be represented as definitely a powerful person with all these kings out, and yes, I'm talking to you mothers here. Yes, they are masculine and kingly energy here. So, and it's all about, of course, being able to follow through with things in your life. And right now, it looks like you might need to follow through, not for everyone else, but for yourself, because there is things, self-care and healing that needs to be done for you that you haven't put out for yourself. Okay, clarify. Advice for group 3. Okay, 9 of Cups. That's about emotional satisfaction here. Okay, having the way you want. Ace of Wands. Again, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is this same Ace of Wands. And it did come out, of course, reversed again. Dang. So yeah, you're definitely not, you're not feeling in your power. Withdrawn it. And again, reverse judgment. Oy, yay, yay. You know, this is reverse judge, not particularly you group. Group 3. It's not. This is a consistent pattern. Reverse judgment. So for a lot of you mothers out there are probably really busy with so much other things else that's going on in your life that you are not hearing or noticing or acknowledging the messages or the lessons or the realizations you should have in the work and effort you put into everything you have so far. There is, again, world reverse is another pattern that tells me that there's a lot of things that are situations that are reaching a full circle, coming to an end, but they're ending maybe because you are trying to move on to the next thing, but there's a lack of closure in them ending, because closure means you acknowledge lessons, you acknowledge the things you've done right, the things you've done wrong. There are things that the universe might be trying to tell you, and for you to know from, in order for you to grow and improve from, but because you just move on to the next thing, you are missing out on that. And overall, it looks like, yes, your advice is there is something you are missing out on. As in missing out on learning about yourself or acknowledging about yourself, or the universe is trying to tell you, but the universe never gives up. Apparently not give up on us, so therefore they're gonna try to tell you again and again. But definitely this advice tells me that for you, this advice is about your emotional satisfaction. It's about the fact that, yes, you are withdrawn right now. You're a fire, your energy is down. You're not at your best, and your emotional satisfaction may have to depend on whether or not you've acknowledged this situation, the journey where it's taken you so far, the lessons and the important things that this whole situation was trying to tell you. Because Ace of Wands being here right in the middle of these two cards is like a block. In order for you to have some type of emotional satisfaction, some happiness, or some fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, you may need to hear. You need to hear the important messages, the important lessons, acknowledge the things that you have learned from this journey so far that you are possibly missing out on because you're just trying to move on to the next thing. And that's, well, yeah, we all live busy lives, so of course this is making very much sense. And it just seems like for you, Group 3, you are trying to balance yourself out because there are a lot of suppressed emotions within you. You have a desire to splurge a little or be more loose on your money because, well, emotionally you are feeling down. You're not feeling very optimistic. You are just trying to, in a way, soothe yourself. And maybe a little splurging could soothe yourself. But overall, there is imbalance in emotion and hurt within you that needs healing in order for you to become this stable and grounded provider again. And there is healing that needs to be done, which is why, because there is healing that still needs to be done, you are reaching an ending. It's just not, you're going to, of course, feel like there's no closure. There is a lack of closure. But that's all I have for you, Group 3. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Welcome, Group 4. So, Group 4 for all of the mothers to be, or the mothers, just the mothers out there. Mothers in waiting. What messages are there for you from the universe? What messages are there for the mothers who tune into Group 4? Please, universe, give me some messages for Group 4. What messages are there for the mother and about their motherhood, about them for Group 4? Reverse King of Cups. All right. Five of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Temperance reverse. the Lovers. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, group 4. We are starting off this reading about a recent past that has to do with your emotional satisfaction. You may have felt unhappy about something. Something didn't work out for you, perhaps. Or you're just feeling really like your emotions are not expressed. Maybe you suppressed a lot of emotions that need to come out. And it has to do with you feeling like you're trying to get over this feeling that you lack in a way. Like you're not enough in some way when it gets to your ability to work or provide or show up, perhaps. All right. Let's clarify this recent past for group 4. Clarify this recent past for group 4. King of Cups is clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. So, 7 of Pentacles is about being able to plant seeds. You're waiting on something. What are you waiting on, group 4? You've invested some time, effort into something. And maybe you're just done waiting. Maybe you're just not patient. Nothing has come up of it, so you're kind of feeling in your feelings. This is the 4 of Pentacles. No, 6, sorry. 6 of Pentacles, reversed. So, this has greatly to do with time, effort, finances, your money, your earthly resources. There's a sense that because maybe you're not balanced out in your resources, you're feeling like maybe your resources are stretched thin. You're not putting enough. You may be putting too much of where you want your resources to go on one thing over another thing, that you're not quite right with yourself. Yes, let's clarify some more. There's a lot of feeling of lack here. A feeling of like inability to, of course, be a provider or have enough for yourself. Let's see. Temperance reverse. Oh, look at this. There we are looking at the 6, another 6, by the way. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is all about trying to move on, move forth. And you have all this, you're trying to move forth with yourself and find answers and find refuge and find safety in a way. That's what I'm getting from this card. You're trying to find another way. And that is affecting your ability to heal, to be yourself. Maybe you're trying to find yourself in a way, because you are not in balance right now with who you are or how you're functioning. You're not able to be at your best self, basically. And that's what you're trying to find right now. You're feeling kind of lost, and you're trying to find the answer to make your to be in your best self, be in your highest power, be in your highest power as the Empress, as a mother. Okay. The Lovers. 2 of Cups reverse. So, we are dealing with a commitment here. The Lovers talks a lot about, of course, making an important choice, important decision to commit to, possibly a relationship, you know, a marriage of some sort, a commitment. I am seeing, obviously, this marriage here. And it's not balanced. It's not mutual. You're probably not really expressing yourself as effectively or feeling fulfilled in this commitment that you're in, or that you will be in. Because right now, Two of Cups is about, of course, a lack of balance in emotions, of exchanging emotions, of a mutual relationship. And this is the commitment you may be in right now. King of Pentacles. Let's clarify. The Empress reverse. So we are dealing with the Empress here, who is not clear about things, about the facts, about the rumors or facts. You're not clear about the situation. You're not seeing the situation clearly that has to deal with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, of course, could be about your kingdom here, your foundation, the things that you are able to upkeep financially and keep stable, your home. You're not clear about, basically, about this home that you're in. And this home represented here is pretty shaky, in my opinion, in this image. This image is of an owl on a cuckoo clock that looks like it's about to harass the heck out of that shaky foundation. And I'm getting the fact that, yes, you are in a situation where you, at least go towards, when it gets to the future, what you see is that the commitment that you may be looking at for yourself isn't of one that has a balance or mutual type of exchange. You may not be able to emotionally feel fulfilled in, and you can't see that it will clearly, you can't clearly see if it's either it's going to be a stable and a providing home that you might want. Of course, we all want a good, stable home that is abundant and full of riches and able to provide and upkeep it and have long-term prosperity. And right now, with that future, it seems like you're not clear on it. You're not clear on possibly the person. This King of Pentacles could be a person, basically, that you aren't clear about whether they are going to be this or not. And because maybe currently the commitment that you see that you may be in is not going to be one of equal emotional exchange. But of course, right now, presently, you're also feeling like you are still searching for answers to heal, so you're searching answers to complete and balance yourself out, and in order for you to be your best self. Because right now you're not feeling like you can be yourself. Okay. All right, let's see. This is the Nine of Needles. That means you're definitely somebody who, see, Nine of Needles, your bottom deck. This is a Nine of Wands. You're somebody that definitely has hung in this journey. You're resilient. You're strong. You hang in there. You definitely keep up your efforts in the situation you're in. And you get hurt. You get pummeled. You withstand every challenge that comes your way in this journey. Because, yeah, you're strong. And right now you may be just looking back on everything you've experienced in this journey, and you're wondering whether this is worth it or not, basically. And I could clarify with some advice for you, group 4. But yeah, of recent past, I definitely see somebody who experienced, when it gets to the work and effort you put in, you're not happy, it seems, or those emotions about what you've planted and what you hope to grow from all the work and effort you put in, you're not quite happy, or you're not emotionally expressing yourself, or suppressing emotions about what you're waiting on to come from the situation. Like maybe, the time and effort and work you put in, you're still waiting on its results. You're wanting it to blossom into something that was worth your time and effort. But because you're waiting, you're not quite sure how to feel about it. You may even feel discouraged. And yes, with this recent past, it's telling me a lot about your sense of worth, or sense of worth in yourself due to how you've been putting your time and your resources. You're wondering, overall, is this worth your time, your effort? Is this, because you're still searching basically for the answers for you to be your best self. Let's get some advice for group 4. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. We are dealing a lot with finances here. All right. Yeah, but it is. Because this has a lot to do with stability and home and ability to have the money and time and effort here. And 4 of Cups. So yeah, you are definitely emotionally not quite that happy about what time and effort and work you put into this situation, possibly this relationship, this commitment that you're in. Maybe because you're doing a lot of the work, and what comes out of it isn't to your satisfaction. This is 7 of Pentacles again, by the way. This is reversed this time, and this is this card we started out with. So you are feeling like you're not happy with the results of all the time and efforts, and for all the effort and waiting you have for the things you put in, you're not getting back anything to your satisfaction. And yes, and you're feeling like this work is not right. This is so much slow and patient and effort, so much effort for what you feel like is nothing. So you're not happy about it. And this has gotten you feeling that, it looks like your future, it's got you questioning basically, whether you're not clear about whether you're going to have this stable foundation here. It's here. Your future is the Lovers and the King of Pentacles. I keep on saying King of Cups. Maybe you are looking for a King of Cups too. Because your King of Cups is here at the end of this, representing dissatisfaction and suppressed emotions. But yeah, this could be the fact that maybe, all this work and effort is to reap also some sort of result to satisfy this King of Cups. And because maybe this doesn't balance out, this doesn't become something that makes you feel like all this was worth it. You feel like, yeah, you feel a lack in yourself, in your self-worth, in your ability, in the way you view yourself, your ability to provide. This reading does start off with a king and finishes off with another king. And this, of course, deals a lot with commitment. So this has to do with somebody else, you doing everything to provide and work and make somebody else maybe happy. And because they're not, this has gotten you searching for some sort of happiness and satisfaction about yourself, about being able to be yourself around this person, because you are trying your best, because you do show up as someone who has put all the best they can into this situation, this journey. And right now you're looking back and you're just wondering, is this worth it? But your future, I do see the Lovers. I do see the King of Pentacles, meaning this future is still possible. You're just not sure if it's going to be with this person based on this journey, because emotionally this is not a mutual exchange. This is not an equal exchange. And therefore, this has gotten you uncertain whether this could be a stable thing that you can keep up. But as I said, you are resilient, you are strong, and you are trying your best. You are just right now seemingly just not satisfied, and you are searching. You are still searching a lot for the answers in order for you to balance yourself out and be your best self. And that's all I have for you, Group 4. Stay safe. Take care and goodbye.